Today, we're looking at why your rigid discipline, the very thing that got you to where you are, might actually be an energetic leak in disguise. Have you ever built your success by suppressing the most vibrant, eccentric parts of your personality because you were afraid that it will destabilize your life? This might sound a little shocking, but you aren't being disciplined, but you are putting a hard ceiling on your wealth identity. You cannot hold your next level of expansion if half of your nature is locked in the basement out of fear. If you're new here, hi, I'm Diana, a transformational wealth coach, an investor, trader, realtor, and a doctoral student. Check out the resources linked below and subscribe to this channel if you want to dismantle the patterns holding you back from your wealth. Recently, inside my private coaching roster, a client, let's call him B, brought this exact tension to our session. B is highly capable. He is a provider, a father, and someone who had pulled himself out of a highly chaotic past to build a life of complete stability. But he came to me frustrated by a persistent loop of procrastination. He felt isolated. He was handling everything himself, deeply irritated by insufficiencies and feeling like the vibrancy was entirely missing from his life. When we excavated this pattern, the root was not a time management issue. The root was a profound identity gap. B had a rule embedded deep within his nervous system to be the safe, reliable, stable man his family needed. He had to completely shut down the colorful, spontaneous, spicy parts of his personality because in his past, those traits were associated with chaos. He told me, I've taken all the dissonant chords and just been playing kind of like on the white keys. He had amputated half of his personality to protect the people he loved. He was terrified that pulling out his true eccentric nature would be rapidly destabilizing. This is the wealth ceiling in action. At a certain level of wealth and achievement, the outer game stops being the obstacle. You already know how to produce. You already know how to be responsible. But when your nervous system associates your full, unfiltered expression with danger, you will unconsciously put a cap on your own life. Procrastination is often just a symptom of a life force that is rebelling against a colorless, highly restricted container. You cannot sustain and expand true wealth, whether that is financial capital, deep relational capital, or personal sovereignty, if you are at war within your own nature. The next version of B's identity didn't require him to stay rigid. It required him to trust that he has the capacity to hold both his stability and his full coloration. It required him to remember that the woman he was protecting, his wife, actually fell in love with his vibrant self in the first place. What got you to the baseline of success was your ability to control your environment. But the next level of wealth requires integration. It requires the inner architecture to hold the full spectrum of who you are without the fear of self-sabotage. If you have built wealth, if you have achieved the milestones, but you still feel like the gap between your ultimate capability and your current reality, this is the work. The roster for my private coaching container is limited to a small number of people at a time to ensure that the depth and the precision this level of transformation requires. If this is your season to do this work, do not wait. Apply for a discovery conversation using the link below. Even if we do not move forward, the conversation itself will be valuable to you. And if you want to continue exploring the inner architecture of wealth, subscribe for insights right here on this channel. Let me know if you can relate to B in the comments below. I read each one. I'm Diana, this is Dollars with Diana, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.